And finally, Part 3 of the Introduction to FRBR. IFLA's FRBR has been the primary basis for Resource Description and Access, or RDA, originally released in 2010 and fully in practice since 2013. Since that time, RDA has been restructured and the toolkit we use to access the content has been redesigned. There will be a great deal more about that in another video, but for the purposes of this video, know that the restructured RDA is now based on IFLA's Library Reference Model, or LRM. IFLA has put together models for multiple concepts. FRBR was the first in 1998, followed by the Functional Requirements for Authority Data, called FRAD, in 2009, and the Functional Requirements for Subject Authority Data, called FRSAD, in 2011. The first attempt to logically combine the three was the object-oriented model, called FRBR, that focused more on the practical application of the FRBR family to real-world things, looking first at the thing and describing it, whereas FRBR looked first at the descriptive data and determined where it applies. Then, going back to that focus on data first, IFLA combined the FRBR family of models into the Library Reference Model, LRM. As mentioned in a previous slide, RDA was originally based on FRBR alone, and the new version of RDA is based on the LRM. That change is just over 1 month old, and it will be at least a year before it really takes hold in practice. That makes this semester very complicated from a practical standpoint. For at least a year, if you go out into the field to work in cataloging, you will be expected to do the work using the original RDA. For at least a few years after that, the same expectation to use the original RDA will continue in most libraries. For those reasons, almost all of our practical application in this course will use the original RDA. And because the new RDA is not used widely or even fully formed for application, it is important to know that we can't effectively cover any of it in great detail, because it is all subject to change and likely to do so for quite some time. We will touch on it when we can, mostly at an introductory level, but while it is good to know that it is coming into practice in the future, please be patient and understand that we must bridge the transition to aid your success in the present and nearest future.